So we went through Grants again and crossed over I-40, and now we're coming up on the El Malpais Visitor Center. It's just literally on the other side if you took one exit rather than the other one.
Who's calling from Colombia?
It's not. That's a 575 number. That's Colombia. All right. Well, interrupted by a phone call, but we went back through Grants, crossed over I-40, and now we're at the El Malpais Visitor Center. And I saw this on their website, and it's a very nice visitor center. Very impressive. Lots of parking.
Parking lot closes at 5 p.m. No overnight parking.
Okay, we'll be out of here, but
I hope so. There must be a lot to see if you're going to stay till 5.
all right, let's go inside and take a look at it. Past the visitor center here, so it's very modern and very stylish with lots of parking. Looks like it was.
Looks like the lava rock is.
Yeah, they do have a lot of lava rock, don't they?
Landscaping.
If we haven't said this before, El Malpais is Spanish for the Badlands, and here's one of the reasons: the infamous rattlesnake.
Infamous.
They can say they've decorated in the xeriscape style with lots of rocks. In this case, basaltic lava rocks.
That's right. They got plenty of it. Sure, when they cut the roads through, they had a lot of leftovers.
So here's the reminder that this site was once used by the Air Force as a targeting site. So that we might find, if we go on a rock out there, we might find some materials, and we're supposed to avoid them, which makes a lot of sense to me. You didn't have to tell me that. Let's check the outside.
Hold on to radioactive materials.
Nice set of picnic tables with a beautiful view.
It'd be nice when it's warm out.
Yeah, I'm sure again we're stuck with winter here, so we don't have any color, not even green.
Golden yellow and gray. Lovely vista.
It is a beautiful view, isn't it?
You can hear the traffic from the highway and the freeway.
Let's go inside.
Shortcut. They have an app, National Park Service app.
I should download that. We've
Yeah,
been
you
to enough
should
of them, you know.
Nice little facility here.
Restrooms,
Bathrooms and water bottle fill up.
automatic door.
Yeah, bring it in and you can put it on the table. I don't know that just bring it in.
Okay, the thing is, how do I get the bigger size?
Oh,
You haven't done that, right?
I forgot my card.
Which card?
The Western Parks.
Well,
Partners.
go back out and get it.
All right, let's do this
I
first.
don't know why you took it out of your pocket anyway.
Anyway, yeah.
It's a regular large.
nice gift shop.
They always have these. We should get our walking sticks and get these, start pounding these into our walking sticks.
What are they?
You put them into your walking stick like this.
Oh, that's cool. I don't have a wooden walking stick though. It's a problem.
We actually do have a couple of them.
Oh, we do?
Got from the place where the petroglyphs place. Ooh, these are fancy cups. Like that. Cheers.
All right, I'll look at that in just a second once we give you the little tour here.
Prickly pear gummy bears. Yum.
So we'll give you the walkthrough first, and then we'll come back and take a look at stuff. I've got to go get my discount card.
Ooh, cool coffee cups. Look at those. Which one do I like?
As usual,
Meeny, miny.
a
Ooh, this
great
one's got the
collection
Roadrunner
of
in it.
books.
Look at that.
Oh, something on the floor here. Better pick it up.
Roadrunner cup, huh?
We've seen some of them before.
Ancestral Membris mugs. Those are cool. Membris mug.
It's for all our junior rangers.
Continental Divide Trail. Cool. What are these? Pins.
Got a theater.
What is this? This is a walking stick one. And then what's this?
Sorry.
Like a metal plate that you put on what?
Oh, the volcano
Oh, it's a
tiles.
trail marker. Trail marker.
Oh, and a great exhibit.
Pins. Ah,
Broken down by the seasons.
National
Just stick my
Park.
head in there because it's blocked off.
Cool.
Oh, so what these are is they've broken down various tours that you can take.
Magnets.
Oh, what a good idea. Oh, there's a book for
That's
that.
cool. El Morro National Monument. El
So these are all,
Malpais.
this is a new exhibit.
What is this? Oh, it's a magnet. Looks like a challenge coin, but it's a magnet. That's cool.
You know, we were at Pecos National Historic Site, and they were doing the same thing. They were redoing
Store.
their museum as well.
Water bottles. Those are hefty water bottles there. Cool stuff. See, there's those walking sticks. We have walking sticks like this somewhere. We've put away. Oh, look. Tin ornaments. From guess who? Jason. Jason uses tools handed down from his great-great-grandfather to continue the Delgado family tin tradition. Isn't that nice? Beer. Fuzzy beer. I don't know where Toby went. Oh, there he is, across the room. Got some Jason Eunice work there.
Oh, there is?
Yeah.
Where?
Ornaments.
Well, you know who he does business with? He does business with that
National
Western.
parks.
Well, no, he does business with the Western because that thing that I signed up for. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He's got his little story on there.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Did you see any challenge coins?
I saw a magnet that looks a
Could
lot
pass
like
forward?
one. Looks a lot like a magnet.
Well, that's what I've had to
coin.
do in the past.
So I will show it to you, and you can decide if it's something you want.
All right. I have a question for this lady. Let me turn this off. New Mexico tin work. Guess we have to see if the Delgados are listed, huh? I should probably get this book for Jason. Delgado Felipe. Delgado Francisco. Delgado Ildeberto. That's my grandfather, my great-grandfather, and my great-great-grandfather. I guess I'm going to have to get that book. So those are a couple of the books that we're using to get us around. It's funny how I can eventually find a book that informs me, you know? And Shelley showed me that they have some of Jason's work here. They have some of his tin ornaments. Oh, there are the walking sticks. She says we have some from someplace. All right, let me go find her. Maybe she's watching the theater. So they do have a
What's up?
movie. Come here, I have something in the light. So I didn't, when I was shooting with the phone, I didn't have my microphone on, so the microphones are on right now. I wanted to show you these guidebooks for El Morro and El Malpais. And New Mexico tin mark. And in the index, they've mentioned my grandfather, my great-grandfather, and my great-great.
But not Jason.
But not Jason, yeah. Or my mother, because
or
it's
your
up to the
mother.
1940s.
Oh, I see.
And-
Well, we just finished at the Visitor Center for El Malpais. It was very nice facility, nice gift shop. You get to watch a film in there. It's a really well-made film about the area and the history of the area, including films that were made here in the early 1900s. Very cool.
They mentioned a lot of westerns that have been shot in this area, and we know because whenever we see a contemporary western, film recently, you can actually tell what part of New Mexico it was shot in. So, and I think that's for two reasons. One, it's great landscape, and two, we have a very active film community and union. Thank you. What would I do without her to fill in my words? Yeah.
Now where are we going?
So we are headed back onto I-40, returning east towards Albuquerque. We're going to go about 4 miles, and we're going to exit onto New Mexico State Road 17, which takes us to El Malpais, but it's the conservation area rather than the national park. And the reason I want to go to the conservation area is because it's run by the Bureau of Land Management, and that means I can do some drone work there, while if I go to the national park, I can't. In addition to that, there are a couple of additional sites. I used additional and additional twice.
You're like an AI.
In addition, there are a couple of sites, including La Ventana, which is a sandstone arch, and a short hike to Lava Falls, which I'd like to take if we can. So it's around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We have good light until 5 today. And so we'll do the best that we can at getting some footage from each of these locations. I'd like to do the time lapse around La Ventana. It's turned out to be a cloudy day, but unfortunately they're not those billowy moving through the sky clouds that make for great time lapses. But we'll do what we can, and hopefully I'll get a chance to do some drone work as well. Okay? Anything else?
Nope. See you there.
All right.
I've passed by Grants many, many times on the way to driving to Arizona, but we've never taken the time to stop and check it out, see what's here. Seen the signs for the ice caves, but that's all we knew about it.
Holy moly.
Holy moly, what?
Bill Sand just saw.
What, aliens landing? Oh.
La Ventana is 17 miles. You might want to go that far?
Why not?
Okay. Okay, so I don't know what that was. There was a couple of, were they police officers or rangers?
I don't know.
They went by pretty quick.
Yes, hurry.
Don't know what that's about. We thought we'd pull over and get out of the way.
Yeah, seemed like the good idea. Everybody else did that too. They followed your lead.
Yeah, this guy in the horse trailer didn't hear anything.
There was a pullout right there.
Yeah, but
Who knew?
So we are on Route 17, and we have been passed by several emergency vehicles,
That are now
some of whom
congregating
were
right ahead of us.
catching up. I don't know if we can go by them. I suppose they'll let us know. Don't know what happened.
We'll see, there's a horse trailer in front of us. We'll see if they let him through.
Looks like they are waving him through.
Don't see anything happening. Do you see an accident or something?
Oh, there's a turned over vehicle on the other side of the road.
Oh. Wow.
Let's see what kind of signal they give us here.
Oh,
They're
we'll
waving
get
us
out,
through.
Get on out through here and
What kind of
keep
vehicles
going.
are they? What fire and rescue? Yep. So it looks like a small car went off the road. Close the window here. And it was laying on its top on the other side. And this looks to me like the Sandstone Bluffs Road, maybe?
Ranger
Oh.
station, 1 mile. Visitor information.
All right. We're going to stop at the ranger
I'm
station.
not sure if they're open today though.
What did the book say?
I think I think that's the one that said it was open Thursday through Monday. So I think they're closed on Tuesday and Wednesday. And today's Tuesday, so it may not be open. We'll check.
We may want to put up our GPS again.
Yep. Where's it at?
But doesn't it? I think I need a better.
I didn't fix it. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. All right. So we are on a dirt road that was a right turn off of 117, and it says
Just past the turned over car.
right. Yeah. And and it says it's 1.5 miles to the Sandstone Bluffs overlook. So it is a groomed dirt road. I'm still in two-wheel drive, so it's not like you need four-wheel drive to get up here, and it doesn't require you be way high off the ground. It is a little bumpy, but just, you know, a dirt road, nothing that's going to throw you for a loop. Okay. All right, so we are at the Sandstone Bluffs overlook, and there are a couple of pathways, one through here that leads up to a sign, which is where I think the overlook is. Why don't you read that for us?
Let's see. Take a closer look. The view from here tells so many stories. The Zuni Mountains in front of you are the western edge of these lava flows. Between you and the mountains, molten lava flowed north to your right after it was ejected from over 200 volcanic vents in the area. These volcanic vents created shield volcanoes and cinder cones like El Calderon. El Malpais National Monument preserves and protects for the American people a rich volcanic landscape, ripe with unique cultural history and opportunities for inspiration, solitude, personal challenges, and discovery. What will you uncover about yourself and our nation's past when you take a closer look at this public land?
It is an amazing view. There are some people up on the Sandstone Bluff up there. And that's the kind of walk an old guy wearing trifocals wouldn't be wise in taking, but it is a beautiful view.
And tennis shoes that might slip.
You can start seeing the, I'm going to get some pictures, okay? So my camera's going to get in the way here because I want some pictures of the lava flows. And you could see Mount Taylor from where we were by the car, so I'll make sure that we get a picture of that as well. So I have this camera. This is an iPhone 14 here, and let's shoot some video first. Oh, don't get close to that edge for me.
I'm not that close.
All right.
But you could see a lot of rocks and scree. Did it scare you?
Yeah. My daughters always will go over to the edge, see what's on the other side. You know?
Well, I wasn't that close. I was a good foot away from the edge. But it is pretty windy, so I didn't stay too long. I didn't want the wind to push me over.
I think I'll get a couple of shots here. Got a little bit of sunlight. This one right here.
Well, you can see that dead tree thing.
Oh, well, let's go wide angle then. How's that?
Panorama. Certainly the place for a panoramic view.
There's people on those bluffs over there. outside of the rocks anyway. There was another view over here. Let's go see what's there. Is your camera still on?
Yep.
Oh, so the munition safety in case we trip over any bombs.
Oh, and I said the word out loud so I wouldn't forget it, but then they called it a pothole and I forgot what it was called.
Oh,
Tilapia or something like that.
tilapia.
That one's got ice on the top.
Well, for any traveler that was coming this way, this would have been an important stop. Because they would have collected water here.
Rain, I guess it's rainwater, snow water.
All of the above. Any place that's going to produce water. I mean, not that it was the most sanitary any way you look at it, but
Well, that's why they added a little wine to the water to kill the buggies. There you can kind of see the trees over there now.
mm-hmm.
You can kind of see the trees over there now better.
Oh yeah. Junipers. All right, let's keep going. It's going to get colder and windier here as we go.
Well, we just did the sandstone bluff overlook and saw what was out there. Lots of landscape.
Lots of landscape, and the first well, no, we've had indications of lava flow ever since we went through Acoma. But it's a valley filled with lava. I mean, it's just amazing in the context of where we are. I wonder if we should stop here and get a shot. Is that a good shot at all? No. Good photography. You might be able to see it in the front camera, although it's on super wide angle, but that mountain that is off in the distance is Mount Taylor. It is not the tallest mountain in New Mexico, and it was an active volcano several 100 million years ago. It blew its stack over a 4-year period from, 114 million years to 110 million years ago. And that's where some of this lava flow has come from. So when they talk about it, and it has exploded a couple of times since then, more than a couple of times since then. I think the last time was 5,000 years ago. So it's not recent, but
Except in volcanic terms.
yeah.
Now we're going to go see what?
We're going to head for, so I need to know from your map when we're past the tribal land, because I don't want to be launching a drone over tribal land. And then we want to go to La Ventana. And that's on the national park side. So as we're going through this, dust. As we're going through this, the right-hand side is national park. The left-hand side is tribal land until we're past the tribal land, and then it's BLM.
Where are we going?
We're headed down
To La Ventana.
La Ventana there.
Okay.
But
Are we
Once-
here right now?
see that
Coming back
coloration
out
here? That coloration?
Yeah.
That's tribal land. Outside of that is BLM land.
Okay.
So I want to make sure when we get to a location.
Well,
if
then
I
you
do-
just launch it on that side of the road.
No, that's National Park Service.
Oh, well, the BLM is up here.
Right. The yellow here, this light yellow, all of that,
Yeah.
that's BLM land.
Oh, well. What's the difference between BLM and
National Park.
no Indian land? Where does?
The tribal land is the dark yellow edge.
Oh,
So
okay.
that area there is tribal.
Okay.
It's the only place there's a dark yellow edge, and it's not contiguous.
Well, there's a picnic area that says BLM right after it.
Right.
Oh, but that's after La Ventana.
Yeah. Well, I know that once I get to La Ventana, I am
In the BLM.
in the BLM land.
Yes.
Right. And that means I can launch a drone.
Si, senor.
And hopefully there is as much lava on that side of the road,
Well,
on the
yeah,
left-hand side of the road, as there is on the right.
It's not the main flow, but you can see it. I'm sure you'll see it. It's just on the other side of the road.
Well, maybe if the drone skips over. What I would like to do at La Ventana, since we're going to lose our sun here.
So you can't take off and land in the national park, but you can fly over it, right?
Technically, yes, but every one of them has their own little.
Well, they're kind of busy today with a turned over car.
Yeah,
so,
that's true.
You know.
Nobody's going to notice.
It's good.
Yeah.
So Toby's getting the drone out of the back, and he's going to fly around and get some shots, aerial shots. And this is the La Ventana spot where people get out and look at La Ventana. Boop, right there. And here he is. And there he goes. And so basically La Ventana is like a window, but it kind of looks like just a big gaping arch in the rock. You know, if you simplify it. But it's pretty cool, and he's going to have to hurry up if he wants to get the shot before the sun goes behind the bluffs there.
You still talking?
Yeah, I just finished.
All right. So put that on your handle. And all right. I'm not going to talk. You talk.
So what kind of drone is that?
So it's a Mavic Air, DJI Mavic Air 2. It's getting kind of long in the tooth. It has about, 2,400 hours on it now. But it's still a great little drone. Real easy to fly.
It's a little
This is
breezy.
the-
That's not going to bother it.
No, we're way under the minimums. It wouldn't let me fly if I was doing it was 20 knots. It's nowhere near that. So, and this is the DJI Smart Controller. It means I don't have to connect a phone or anything.
Gotta hurry before the sun goes over the bluffs, huh?
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm going to do. I need a little bit of sunlight. It would help. So it says we can fly. Let's see if it talks to the drone. Come on, baby. Got a network connection.
Is that wing open all the way?
Those are the rotor blades, and no, they spring open as you start the motor up.
Somebody's going to run over your droney here.
Ooh, we better take off real quick here. All right. They're going the other way. All right, the drone's off, and we're going to start getting some altitude. I'm going to take it up to around 250 feet. 100.
Did you turn
150.
the camera on this time?
The camera is on. Thank you for reminding me. That's 200. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn to port until we see the La Ventana in our shot. We'll just turn that around, and there we are. I'm going to put it in the center there. And then we're going to move forward to go towards that track. There it is, La Ventana. One of New Mexico's few arches. I think it is the second largest arch in New Mexico. I'm going to pan to the left a little bit so you can see the rock formations that are there. And then back to the right to see the rock formations that are there. And they're pretty consistent along this set of bluffs right here. Now it's turning slower to the left, I'm sorry, to the right than it did to the left, because that's the direction the wind is heading. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to spin all the way around. I'm going to get some more altitude first. I'm going to go up to around 300 feet. And I'm going to spin around, and we're going to take a look at El Malpais. Now, right now, I'm on BLM land, but you'll see a road here. That road, that's the road heading south and eventually west towards Quemado. And then I'm going to show you the road heading north. That's where we came from. That takes us back to I-40. But all that black stuff there, that's El Malpais. That's all the lava flow. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly over towards the road, because while I'm on this side of the road, I'm actually on BLM land. You'll see the parking lot there. If I cross that road, I'm in National Park Service land. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to point the camera straight down, and I'm just going to head towards that road until it's actually in my camera. And that way we know we haven't crossed into National Park Service land. There's the parking lot we're at. And there's the road. Okay, so let me turn back towards El Mal, right there. I'm going to raise the camera. The wind's kicking up on us a little bit, so it might get a bumpy here. Right. Okay, so that stretch right there is all lava flow. All of it, lava flow, for tens of miles north and south along this valley. And the Spanish used to ride around it until they found the trails that the Indians were using through it, because the ancient Puebloans that came through here eventually found trails going through it that they could get through, very narrow trails. As a matter of fact, there's one called the Narrows, and it's a road that goes through it. All right, I just got a strong wind warning, so I'm going to bring her home here. And the what she will do is she will return to her takeoff spot, and she's doing that right now. Let me turn the camera down just a little bit so you guys can see what's going on. Eventually, that's our little black truck there, almost in the center, and it's flying towards the black truck. It'll turn around, and it always wants to lift the camera up once it gets close to landing, but you'll see most of it. You can see Shelley and I standing next to the truck. What I got to be careful of is that it's not landing as one of these vehicles are coming by. Now, if I want, I can cancel the landing if I feel like it's off its landing point and I don't like the direction it's heading. I can cancel the landing and just handle it myself. But hey, it's a feature, and I like the feature, and it hasn't failed me in 2,400 hours of flying.
Well, it's the end of the day. The sun's going down. We've seen all we have time to see on a winter's day.
On a winter's day.
We saw La Ventana. We saw the Zuni Trail. We saw
El Malpais.
the Visitor Center and the Mining Museum. Quite a bit to get done in one day.
So the ranger station is only open Thursdays through Sundays? Mondays.
It's closed on Tuesday.
So it's
and
closed. That's closed on Tuesday and Wednesday. That's why you didn't get to it. But the visitor center is 7 days a week, except for holidays. I think it was Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. So we're headed home, as Shelley said. We had a good trip. We did see everything that I wanted to see. We got some drone footage. We didn't get a time lapse, but it wouldn't have been a great time lapse just because of the cloudies. It was predicted to be partly sunny, and it was nowhere near that. It was pretty cloudy. But I think it was a good trip for us, and we can only hope that when seasons get warmer, I don't mind coming back to these places. And El Morro is not far from here, and I do definitely want to get to El Morro, but I don't want to go until spring, maybe summer, simply because there's a mile-long hike up to the top of the bluff where there's an ancient pueblo up there that I really want to see. And this is just not the weather for that. So we're going to get home. I do want to point out that we lost cellular signal within 2 miles of being off I-40. So again, your GPS will help you keep your navigation. So anything else?
That's all we have for today. A winter's trip to Grants, New Mexico, and there's plenty to see.
There is plenty to see. Yeah.